Morning, gentlemen. No doubt about it, men are good at bullshitting. Between bullshitting some female or just sitting around bullshitting with your homeboys, we are practiced at the art. Unfortunately, it's another reason why women are oppressed. Of course, right? Let's check this article out. It's from Marcus. It says, Why Women Founders Face Higher Hurdles. Men are just better at bullshitting. During a recent forum at NYU, women founders and venture capitalists discussed ways to tackle challenges in the startup ecosystem. By Nina Roberts and Christy Smythe. I smythe you. It's a rough world out there for women startup founders. Only 2% of last year's $330 billion in venture funding in the U.S. went to companies founded solely by women. Meanwhile, only about 5.6 of VC firms in the U.S. are women-led. Now, these numbers always look bad until you take into account all the factors involved, like the small percentage of women who even attempt to start up, or the types of businesses that females tend to start, like hair salons and coffee shops. The men are just better at bullshitting, observed mgtow, a partner at seed stage investment firm NextView Ventures. She said if male founders are achieving 80% of a target, they'll talk like they're hitting 120%. Well, men have to lie to try and meet all these unreal expectations that people have, especially women. It's bullshit. I don't want to make a gender stereotyping comment, but I've seen some of the women founders very good at executing, and they're not as good at packaging what they've got, position themselves in the most favorable light. Well, it's because women are so shallow. They use their looks and sexuality to get what they want. Without it, they're lost. Men, on the other hand, spend their entire lives having to prove themselves. In order to get any honey, you have to be perceived as confident and successful, both of which can be faked. Although female minority founders seem to be getting no shortage of media attention these days, the interest hadn't necessarily translated into more funding. Speakers at the Female Founders event noted that a lack of confidence can still be a stumbling block for women when they're negotiating with investors. So even when they change the rules and control the media, still no one is buying their bullshit. Or maybe it's because no one, not even a woman, trusts another woman. Some of the investors spoke of trying to balance a desire for fostering more growth for women and minority founders, while also simply looking for the best possible projects to back. However, often compelling startups are launched by women and other founders whose backgrounds differ from the stereotypical Ivy League educated white male from a middle to upper class background. Fresh perspectives and lived experiences can be a hidden asset, providing insight into new markets and opportunities, some of the investors noted. Well, they got to throw shade on somebody, don't they? And it's their favorite target, too. You can use race any other time except when it comes to investing. People with money only see one color, green. We invest in the best founders, period, said Tim Brink, the general partner and co-founder of Red Bite Capital. We don't invest through a gender lens. We don't invest through a Latino lens. And down at the bottom, having said that, Tim Brink added of her investment lens, if you look at my numbers, 79% of our startups have female or diverse founders. So you got a venture capitalist with 80% minority founders. If you can't get funding, then maybe it's not your gender that's the problem. You see, men learn to sell themselves early. To get a piece of candy or to get playing time in a game, even to get a raise or promotion at work. Not to mention all the rigorous tests we go through just to get a woman's attention. Women learn to use their looks early. No one really cares what they have to say anyway. And that ain't no bullshit. Anyway, that's all I got today. Hope you enjoyed my bullshit. We'll talk to you soon. Peace.